Okay. This is loud as hell. Are we Gucci though? Should be Gucci, I'd imagine. Let's just double check this thingity thang. Damn, what a day, what a long day. Just got home, I'm running late. What? Let's just make sure this thing is working. Let's just make sure this thing. Okay, amazing. Where is the Discord? Late, but on time. Update our levels. Wow, we had a tornado warning where I live today. Damn near blew my shit away. Damn near blew my shit away. Yeah, I'm so tired. I don't think it's gonna be a particularly long one here today. I'm exhausted right now. Also, we talked about this yesterday, right? We kind of talked about this whole idea of where were we? Kind of like reclaiming the VWAP and getting in on this thing. If you were gonna take it up here, holding the zone, you kind of got it, right? Kind of got it. If you took like this kind of flip up, whether you took like the lower time frame flip or like this one on the 30-minute, would have been chilling, right? It has not made it right up to our zone yet, but go to the planning. 66876. And in terms of this stuff, I mean, nothing particularly interesting, right? And I just kind of came up all day and retraced into like the VWAP and the single print and still chilling here now. Seemingly wants to go higher, but we're gonna kind of get caught up on some of this data and see what's going on. 66428. Six, 5, 9, 4, 6. I must have fucked up this thing, right? 6, 5. Rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay, we are good to go. Yeah, we are good to go. I'm gonna close this out. Okay, let me look at some data and then we'll kind of yap and go from there. How's everything else looking? How's oil doing right now? How's our oil thangity thang? Okay. Okay. I was curious to see if we're gonna reject at the 50 here or not. Filling this gap. Seemingly wants to go higher still, so kind of curious happens at this level, like 87 or so. Oh, we'll keep this in mind because I haven't like taken too much profit on this. And if we start to roll over, then I want to. Oh, gone to a little MU thing today. Got like right on this flip right there. So a little bit of a juicer so far, and especially if this thing ends up going right, the failed head and shoulders, kind of like reclaiming like the neckline, could end up being a juicy move. We start going. Shout out to that. Shout out to that. But a lot of stuff bounced here, right? Like the whole this whole tech sector kind of put in like a nice solid day today. Let's look at some of this data. Damn, this Robinhood trade feels kind of bad. Feels kind of bad. I got in literally big, so I bottom ticked the entry and I shaved a lot, like a decent amount here, and this thing just fucking been going ever since. Yeah. Just looking like on the weekly. Damn. Damn. Because this move on Bitcoin's looking a little sus. We'll say that. Like open interest is like fucking ramping up here. Like a potential like trap forming, but we'll see. How's the order book looking? Oh, I fuck with this song. How long has this been here? Damn. There's a lot of Bibles in the order book down here. God damn. People are not fucking around. There's like 4,000 Bitcoin in the order book down here. Interesting. Curious if those are spoofs or not. Guess we'll have to wait and see. How's everything else looking? Where's the volume profile? Boy, where's that shit? The thing about this here right now is like, I don't know, it's like a weird spot, right? It's kind of like an interesting spot. Like, let's just suppose that we don't just do like kind of like a liquidity grab and then like trap a bunch of longs and then go down. And the question is like, how high are we gonna go? So I don't think we're gonna be stopping at like 68 or something. Mr. Vex, howdy, hello. Mr. Vex, hello. Mr. Vex. Howdy. Howdy, sir. You from Texas or something? I'm trying to move to Texas and no cap. No cap. Central Florida. Oh, nice. It's a pretty good spot too, right? A lot of people are moving to Florida as well. A lot of people moving out to Florida. What's the taxes like there? Florida taxes. Florida is known as a low tax state. Damn. %0 income tax. Damn. 6% sales tax. Sounds pretty juicy to me. A lot of people, traffic shows it. I can imagine. I mean, like, given what's happening in like California and New York and whatnot, people are kind of like fleeing those regions. And even like Washington. I thought it was hilarious that what's that guy's name in New York? Like fucking Mamdani or whatever. How do you say that shit? Mamdani. Yeah, this guy is fucking fried. Literally fried. This guy made like a video calling out Ken Griffin. The guy was like, all right, bet. Moved like half a city out to Miami. A lot of people come from New York City, people from West Coast going to Texas. Yeah, I can imagine. Like these states they're turning into like socialist states. Like people are actually insane. It's ridiculous. But what do they say? Like time is a flat circle or whatever. And doomed to repeat the same mistakes over and over. It'll be interesting to see how these like states end up like years from now. Mr. Vex. Time is a flat circle. Everything we've ever done or will do, we're gonna do over and over and over again. Yeah, basically, right? That's the saying. It's just surprising to me. Like, I don't. Okay, like when it comes to this topic specifically about how they're trying to have this like socialist movement there, like there's so much like historical evidence of seeing like the failures of this. And people don't learn. Especially when we're in an era of like information, you can just easily research this stuff. Makes no sense to me. It doesn't really impact me, or at least it doesn't currently, but like who knows how Canada develops over time. Yeah, like, people don't research shit, they don't understand economics. I don't know. Seems very illogical to me. It's just, I don't know. It seems to me that people are like almost like willingly ignorant. Because if you ever have a debate with people about this stuff, it's like so easy to debate it, right? With like endless amounts of like facts. But like anyone that doesn't come to like see the other point of view, it's like almost like borderline choosing not to. Sounds like a mess over there though. But enough about that though, right? We don't gotta worry about that shit. Who cares? Either way, we're juicing. I focus on this trading. My swing trader. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I suppose so. Like, okay, I take entries as if it's a scalp, then I try to swing it. It's like that way, like the risk reward is fucking insane, right? Like imagine you're getting in, like, because this is like a daily candle, right? But now, like, imagine like, I'm not gonna drill into the lower time frame, but let's just suppose that we were looking at the lower time frame. Like, some people would like take a trade, I don't know. We'll just do some arbitrary shit. Let's just say they entered on this candle close, or like maybe this candle, and they put like this massive stop with like whatever target they have. Whereas like I'm like looking into like these candles in the lower time frame, trying to get like an entry like that looks like this, like super tight. So like in this situation, and let's say like the red box is like risking like $1,000 or something, 1K. Yeah, I don't know why that came out so stupid. Whatever, you get what I'm saying. Like we're risking $1,000. So to make like 2,000, it's to come up to here, right? Whereas if I entered down here, why isn't this shit working? Well, there we go. Whereas if I entered like down here with the same risk, I'm making like 23 grand for like $1,000 risk. The same risk, but like way juicier per trade. So yeah, like scalp styled entries that turn into swings. But I also don't greed it this hard. Like I wouldn't just like kind of go all or nothing for a target up here. I'll like take profit at some spots along the way. What is that for? Oil. Sniper entries. Yeah, basically, yeah. Put this down here. It's just like such a like some people may look at taking trades like that and think to themselves like, oh, it's too tight of a stop loss, like suffocating, you're gonna get stopped out needlessly, blah blah blah. Like in reality, you don't have to be even that good at it. Because like let's just say that you take a trade like that and you get stopped out like 2 or 3 times trying to get a really tight entry like that. But then the one time you get it right, it just fucking runs. Like that one win covers like 20 losses worth of trades. So as long as your win rate is not like fucking like 5% or something, like you're gonna make money. And like, well, I definitely do a better job than that. Like my pretty precise with my entries. Like I'm always planning and prepared ahead of time for the levels I'm trying to like dabble at. I think it's the best way to do it, honestly. It's like I wouldn't want to be someone that sits here like taking like 30 scalps a day. It's like you can't have a life. I've been in the same long for how long now at this point? 20 days. The thing is, like, there's so much stuff to trade, right? So, like, sure, like that might seem like a very slow moving style of trading, like 20 to 8 days without like really touching the trade much. But I've been taking other trades up and other things in the meantime when there's like valid setups. I don't have scalp. I swing trade. Yeah, I think it's where it's at. Like at the end of the day, most people the trend I've noticed from like following like people that have like experience, just experienced traders in general with like long careers. A lot of them start with like scalping. But everyone ends up coming down to swing trading or like just full on long-term position trading. It's like the common trend. Everybody evolves towards a swing trader. Like the gains are way higher. You have way more flexibility with your time. And the other thing too is that you can't like trade huge size scalping. If you're trying to take like a little trade from like here to like here somewhere, it gets to the point where like on your like whatever service you're using, like the slippage starts to impact you a lot. Like if I'm trying to take a trade like this, I don't know, let's just say it was from like here to like a 2-hour trade. Like when you have no size, that's fine. But when you start take trades like this with like a huge account size, like your average entry, you enter at this point in time, but your average fill ends up being like way higher, like up there. And at that point, like the risk reward is completely changed, and you get slippage on the way out, like taking profit. So it's just like not sustainable if you grow your account. I'll do my analysis on higher time frames and we have lower time frame for execution. Yeah, same. First scalping 2 years ago, it's exhausting. Yeah, like I never really was like into scalping really. I kind of like always. And I guess when I first started like playing around testing shit, I guess I was doing a bit of scalping more, but I kind of just like naturally gravitated to this pretty early on. Like, I don't even remember like what the train of thought was. It just developed that way naturally, I suppose. Heavily used fibs, limit orders. Yeah, same. Well, it depends. Depends like what type of trade I'm trying to get in. But yeah, a lot of times I'm doing a similar thing. It's just so consistent. Like I find it so fascinating when people like don't use fibs. Like to me, that's like the best way to get like big so perfect entries. If not, like what are you doing? You're sitting there on like the 1 minute or the 5 minute, like waiting for like structure to change or like to VWAP to get flipped, and at that point, like the price already like ran off on you a bit. In reality, people think it's like risky. It's like, oh, you're getting in without confirmation. That's actually like the lowest risk way to get in. Like the probability of getting the bounce, like assuming you're like properly like identifying your level and then using the fib and then like taking it with edge, the probability of getting the initial bounce at whatever zone it may be is pretty fucking high. So like if I'm getting in like right here, like even if price bounces a little bit and then rolls over, like it doesn't matter. I'm already break even at that point. So like I didn't lose anything. Whereas like if you're waiting for it to like come back up and like do all this and then you get in, like you're risking longing the top and it just rolls over on you. And now you don't get to get out break even while I do the exact same trade. And I had a better risk reward than you. I agree. I think people think too much on how to draw their fibs. Maybe. I don't know, hard to say. I mean, yeah, I guess it is like a bit subjective in some sense, but like I think people normally like can pick like a proper swing high and low pretty well. I think more so like the people that like don't like trust the fibs too much. They're just drawing random fibs, right? Like yeah, like, look, I can draw a fib on literally any swing high, swing low in the chart. Like the question is like, do the fib levels like have confluence with something? That's like the real important part. If not, it's just a random line, right? Like at the end of the day. Like I always try and do it with like the volume levels are like the most important for me, and then like TPO imbalances, and then like liquidity clusters, or like large orders in the order book kind of thing. Ideally, all three. But like this trade, for example, like I didn't have a fib drawn, right? Like we just like was this here at the time? I don't think I had the weekly level marked though. It's for the monthly one. Sorry, whatever. Like we had like just swing pattern, swing pattern failed for SFP. Swing failure pattern. Jesus. Below, and I just like market smash my entry. Look, when we got scandal closure, never went back. First depends. And also like lately I've gotten into like a bit more of a like progressive exposure style of trading, I suppose is the best way to phrase it. Because like on this trade, for example, like I didn't take like a huge position, and then I ended up like adding to it as it started going. And I'll do the same thing with like a fib. Like suppose what would be a good example? Or we'll just draw one. And let's say the price is like coming up, and like it pulls back, and I have like a big grid of orders, like ding, 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 and then it comes and gets like half of them and goes. Then I'll start like adding more on the way back up as it's like changing structure. And sometimes I'll even do that even if I get fulfilled. If I get fulfilled and it just starts going, I'll just add even more. Because like you can keep the same risk that you initially had, but like double up your size essentially. So like your size is getting bigger and bigger and bigger for the same risk, because like you're moving up your stop as you're adding. And if those trades start going, then they turn to like massive winners, right? For the same amount of risk. It's a pretty good way to like to build up, get huge trades. Like, very underrated. Like I never really used to do that, and the more I've done it, the more like I'm starting to like it. Because you can get some pretty massive fucking position sizes doing that for like very little risk. Like even if you're wrong, it doesn't even matter. Because if one of those is right, that shit covers like 50 fucking trades worth of losses, if not more. Bum, bum, bum. I probably do the same thing. That's pretty common. Like the like pressing your winners, I guess is how they call it. I seen your setup on ExoCharts with the footprint boxes. Should make that on TradingView too. It sounds good on TradingView. But I also don't really use like that layout that I had on the stream. That was more just to watch the open interest. Like I have like a different one with like the actual footprint candles, right? Where I can see like all like the deltas in them. Like the one that I had there, like it's delta candles, but you don't see the numbers. It's just showing you like the delta at each price range within the candle and like the POC of it. But like I don't know if you'd be able to see it too good on stream. Cause I have like a 57-inch curved screen, like an 8K monitor essentially. Well, like the stream is 1440p, so it'd be pretty hard to see clearly, I think. Yeah, lots of ways to structure your trades, a lot of ways to build into them, a lot of ways to scale out. Like for instance, when I'm taking like my Bitcoin like scalps leverage trading, I'm just like getting my targets hit. Whereas like when I'm like swing trading like TradFi shit, I've been using this a lot. Like extensions from the 50 moving average. Because that way you can like really give your trade room to run if it like really goes. Especially when you're like going into like an all-time high territory, like just no overhead supply. G7% in stream is goals. Yeah, it is very nice. It is very nice. It's like I bought multiple. Like I like it so much that I couldn't use like not have a 57-inch screen anymore. It makes it so much easier. So you can literally have like everything open and like in eyesight and visible. Because like suppose you have like a 4K screen and then like a 2K, or like 1440p for all three, and you try to have like multiple panes open on one of the side monitors, like it's gonna be like so tiny. Whereas like when on this 8K thing, you see everything clearly. So much nicer, so much nicer. Especially for me, because like I don't know, other people don't trade using as much data as I do. Like they don't really care. Like maybe they'll have their chart open and then like maybe the DOM, just to kind of see if people are like following through, like the DOM and the tape. But I have like a bunch of stuff open at the same time. I'm looking at the order book, like all the order flow. I have the tape open as well. I have all the footprint candles. I have like a 1 minute chart to like monitor how the volume's doing. Blah blah blah. So like when you're trying to like make a decision in the moment, it makes it a lot faster than having to like alt tab. Got two 27-inch and one 15-inch under. It's decent. At the end of the day, you don't really need it per se. I would definitely say I can't even speak right now. I'm so tired, guys. It's unbelievable. But what I was saying depends on your style of trading. Because some styles of trading, like you do not really need to have that many monitors. If you're someone that's like momentum trading, like individual equities, like you don't really care what the S&P and the Nasdaq is doing, right? Or like, is the VIX starting to spike? You don't care about any of this shit because you're just trading the momentum in that one individual name. But I was like, I'm trying to like watch all these correlations at the same time and see what's going on top of all the other shit I'm looking at. But it is nice. It is definitely nice, right? It's like pretty hard to make the argument that like one monitor is good enough. Single screen guys are suffering. Wish I got 2nd years ago. Yeah. It's a huge quality of life for me. The 57-inch, I'm so happy. So happy. And two of them is even nicer. Like sometimes like I'll have a stand like on my other house where I have 2 of them now. So I have like 57-inch and then another 57-inch. And that shit is crazy. Yeah. I damn near cleared out the Samsung storage, scooping up 57-inch monitors. Next strain? Not really. I have like the first one like a little bit lower, so it's not like I'm doing this. It's like I look down to the first one a bit, and then the second one like I'm looking like up, but not much. But yeah, it is a bit big. I know some people that I was talking to this one trader. His setup sounded pretty interesting. Like he has like one monitor the way I do, but like he has his setup like in the middle of the room, so like way back here. And then on the wall and behind his desk, he has a projector onto the wall. And on the wall, he has all his data sources. It seems pretty cool. It seems pretty cool. Wait, I'm in front of you now? No, I only have one here. I only got one 57-inch thing here. Well, like one is good enough. One is good enough. The second one was like the overkill in my opinion. Like it is nice, but definitely not necessary. A lot of times, like the other ones, like one of them is like the main trading shit, and the other one will be like for kind of like more random shit. Like I'll be watching a video and taking notes on it. So I'll have like a Word doc open with the video with something else. It's like unrelated to trading. So definitely, I don't think it's necessary. Dun, dun. Boom, 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 boom. Takes me ages to get my setup how I like it. If I bump the monitor arm and move it half a centimeter, I'm annoyed. Yeah, I have to get, for the double 57-inch, I had to get a sturdy ass fucking monitor arm. Shit was expensive. Because they're pretty heavy. Those screens are pretty heavy. You can't buy one of these like shitty ass like Temu, Amazon or monitor arms. Gotta be sturdy as hell. Like a hydraulic in it and everything. Yeah, but I'm pretty niche with that, or like picky with that stuff too. The nice thing is I have like adjustable desks. So if I ever want to move anything, I just like press the button on my desk and it goes up and down. I don't never have to like touch my monitors for any reason. I definitely recommend to people if they don't have that. Sitting down all day is terrible. Dun, 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 dun. Where is this thing? I set these up with one broken arm in a swing. It was fucking hard. Like is in your own arm is broken? Or the monitor arm. Interesting. My arm? Damn, that sucks. Having a broken arm must suck. How long does it take to heal? The worst I had was a broken wrist. Yeah, having a setup is nice though. Having a nice setup is definitely nice. Because I remember one of the very first streams I had on the YouTube channel was before I got that monitor, and I was sitting here bitching about it the whole time. Because it was so annoying back then to have to like. Because the other thing is the exchange too, right? You have to be putting in your orders in the exchange as well. So you're like alt-tabbing to like the exchange, alt-tabbing to all the data sources, and you're coming to like 10 different TradingView tabs. Because I have another TradingView thing open as well. Like you guys only see one of my TradingView tabs. I have another one on this monitor with, or like this side of the monitor now with like even more. But back then, like I didn't. I had like this different unique monitors, and it was such a pain in the ass to do all that shit. Especially because that time I was like a bit more of a scalpy approach to trading. Like I've kind of changed over time. Yeah, back then I was nerding out, huh? Damn, I was nerding out back then hard. So once I got into the trade, I was like constantly watching the data nonstop to decide when to take profit. So I was like scalping on like high leverage, like 40x, 50x leverage. Broken arm is terrible. Honestly, it's the worst thing. When you walk every step you take, it hurts. Really? I mean, I suppose it depends like where it broke exactly. And hopefully it's coming along well. Curious how you broke it. Interesting. Yeah, I haven't broken anything in a long time though. I broke my wrist like when I was in high school. We're big chilling these days. Yeah, I healed now. When you walk though, you feel the reverberation of substance agony. People in movings running around with their arm and swings, total BS. I imagine it depends, right? I'm sure there's different like varying like tiers of how broken your arm is. Like a fracture versus like a full-on break. And also like, is it like the forearm, the upper arm? Either way, I'd imagine it's probably doesn't feel very good. Damn. You need to take some peptides or something. The upper arm. Yeah, imagine that's even worse, right? Because that's like the thicker part. It probably hurts a shit ton. We'll leave that muted. You guys juicing on your trades, guys? Is everyone juicing on their trades? We're not. We're not. We gotta get big Teflon to buy 57-inch screen monitors. Aren't peptides for weight loss or something? There's different kinds. But yeah, I think some of them are to like help with weight loss. Maybe Dev knows best, right? That Dev is our resident doctor in the chat. Hello, Dev. Mr. Dev. Yeah, kind of sketchy though. I don't know. I was talking to somebody about this at the gym today, actually. Because so many people are taking this stuff. It's like surprising. Very surprising to me. I just don't know if I want to be a guinea pig. Before there's like a lot of like research on it. And I don't even think it's necessary. Like to me, like taking like Ozempic to lose weight just seems like unnecessary. Like just eat healthy and work out, right? You don't need to be injecting yourself with shit. Although I suppose there are oral forms as well. Peptides is another name for protein. You know, would you take any peptides, Dev? What are your thoughts? Do I have tick data on TradingView? I don't think so. I mean, I have 1 second data. No. Like I get tick data on exo charts, so I don't need it on here. And also, like, is it even accurate? I don't even know. Yeah, I've always been a bit suspicious of TradingView for like low latency trading purposes. Nope, I'm very anti-supplements. Really? You say even in general? Interesting. Interesting. I definitely take some supplements. Their tick data is actually decent. Yeah, the thing is, I don't really for a while I was playing with tick data. Like, I mean, it is interesting. I'll say that if you ever use tick data chart, like tick charts, it is pretty interesting. It's like when you're using that along with the called like the DOM, you can put like stop limit orders. Like whenever it's ticking at the same levels, it says like tick 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 tick, and the level breaks, you get it instantly on the break. So and other things as well. There's other like nitty gritty like intricacies with it. I got into it because that one German trader who like wins like the Robbins Cup had an interview where they were talking about tick charts. I kind of like went down the rabbit hole back then, but I never ended up like just for how I trade. It doesn't really seem necessary. I don't care that much. The way I do it's good enough. But there are a lot of tick traders out there. Let's say that. Tick chart traders. Just eat a proper diet, don't need subs. There are specific use cases, for example, folate supplementation for pregnancy. That's more medical use. I think that's a clear distinction. We're actually treating a medical diagnosis. Yeah, fair. I guess I'm a bit guilty. Like, I do try to eat healthy and pretty well rounded, but at the end of the day, it's not like the perfect balance of like every nutrient I need. So I do take some supplements and then like creatine, protein, etc. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Versus supplementation, people ingesting chemicals not vetted by the FDA or pharmacists. Yeah, the peptides thing is very interesting because the other thing is like people like it's not legalized at all, right? And like they don't even make it here for the most cases. People are buying it from these like black markets in China. It's like like unless they're getting it lab tested to ensure it's like actually what you bought. I imagine a lot of people are taking random shit, they don't even know what it is. They're just injecting it themselves. People should not experiment with all the shit that they see online. Yeah, exactly. Boom, 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 boom. Did we miss anything interesting today? Not really, right? I imagine not. Yeah. I stopped looking at this after while I was at the gym, but nothing's really changed from earlier today. That'll be an interesting day tomorrow. Interesting week coming up. FOMC next week. Interesting times ahead. Boom, boom, boom. Supplementation companies lobbied the FDA for special exemption to be excluded from FDA testing. Their products were vetted. They probably would not be allowed to sell them anymore. I can imagine. I saw a video of some guy who bought a bunch of supplements on YouTube. Or sorry. Okay, it was a video on YouTube of a guy who bought a bunch of supplements from Amazon. And then he like lab tested all of them. And like all of them were not what they claimed to be. Or like the ratios of like the compounds that are supposed to be in it was like way off. Like they would put like very little of like the expensive part of the compound and then like overdose like the cheaper shit. So like, you think you're taking, you know, whatever it may be, but in reality, you're getting like a minimal percentage dosage of it and then more of the other crap. And they'll be put behind lock and key if they were. You'll notice medications that are regulated are typically behind the pharmacist counter whenever your patients. Pharmacist has to dispense them after reviewing your profile. America's sewer contains interesting. Americans consume too many supplements. Interesting. Interesting. I'd imagine so. It's not a joke. Americans. Oh, I believe it. I believe it. I was just laughing. It's just like a funny fact. Dun, 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 dun. Plus, like a lot of people go about it like anecdotally. Like they just. Like, oh, like I think I need vitamin D, so let me go get vitamin D. They just like start taking it when they don't even know what their vitamin D levels even are. Like the same applies for all kinds of things. We urinate more vitamins than third world countries have. America's diet is a sewer. I don't know, I feel like we're on the cusp of change in that regard, though. At least from what I've seen, it seems like younger people are being more mindful of being like fit. At least then compared to when I was like around that age. Like nowadays at the gym, I see so many people that are like in high school. Different forms of vitamin D, and they are different to adjust to different forms. UV light is important to convert between the form, for example. You can eat all the vitamin D you want, but if you have no sun exposure, it won't do any good. Interesting. Yeah, I try to get some sun exposure. Like the Huberman put me onto that stuff a while ago. The whole like getting sunlight in your eyes in the morning. That whole trend. Oh, what is that for? Lights in eyes is for melatonin, circadian rhythm regulation. There's like a bunch of reasons, isn't there?
Slow cruise. High stakes. Fam only know outsiders.
And how is this stuff looking? But we have to nerd out on some options data for this. I'm very curious to see what people are starting to like price in for next week. Gotta look at some. I mean, actually, we also need to like kind of go nerd out on this upper level stuff. Let's just write this down. I need to send a couple texts, and then we'll do a bit of nerding out. Make sure that we're all planned and prepared. Yeah, ready to juice. Rad eye options to like post C7K BTC. Leave that there so we don't forget.
Silent, but they loud when they hit. Numbers on the screen stack clean, now we double that quick. Money in the air still cool, we don't flex for the pics. Yeah. Every play lined up, locked in, whole fam too slick.
Okay. Let's turn off this alarm. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Where is that list? Okay, we'll do Bitcoin quick and easy first. I'm really just curious what the higher time frame liquidity is looking like up there because we haven't updated these red boxes in a while at this point. We'll take a look. Unless you guys want to do something else, right? Unless you guys want to yap about something else. Start yapping away. I know there was another cluster at 68. 68472. And there's a gap in the middle. Boom, boom. How about we'll do this? We'll make a. We're about to invent a new one right here, live and direct. We're about to do the double red box. 8-7. Let's just make sure that aligns with all the high leverage liquidations. Yeah, it does. Okay, so this lower red box is like definitely going to be the main juicy spot. Like I'm TPing some of the long up here, by the way. So if we are going to tap this and go lower, like it's like most likely spot to be doing it. Maybe I'll have like a bit of a grid. I'll play the single prints. But if I do, it's gonna be like a reverse pyramid. Like the biggest TP is gonna be like the first one, and then they get smaller and smaller. Don't want to be too greedy, and then it just does like ding, and then we just miss out on everything. if we even get there, right? If we even get there, it might just reverse from here. Not get too carried away. The next big one's at 69. I think it was right at this yellow line. Literally right on the yellow line, actually. It's at 69829. Damn. Interesting enough, 72 is pretty juicy too. Just like naked point of control up here. It's like kind of big zone. Why did we leave this? I'm gonna have to read back to remember why we put this. Maybe it was because of that. I think it is. 7, 2, 3. Yeah, it is. It must be that. Okay. 69. Nice. 6-9. 6-9. Cut the 6-9 the rapper. Does anyone listen to rap? Do you guys remember when 6-9 took over the rap game for a bit? That shit was crazy. I was listening to that on repeat. So goddamn hype. Right at the golden pocket too, right? Interestingly enough. And 200-day moving average. Interesting. Alright, it's like the Valley area high of this whole thing. It's a pretty interesting zone actually, right? Interesting. Definitely a lot going on up there. How's this stuff? My mouse is not working. There we go. Interesting. Mouse issues today too. Try different mouse. No, it's something with Windows. The mouse issue I'm talking about, because like I have like the typical like MX Master mouse everyone has for like work. Like it's the scroll wheels. The scroll wheels on this mouse are like literally why people buy this mouse. There's infinity scroll. So I can like scroll up. Like this is me scrolling one time, no hands, right? It just goes on forever. And same to like the downside. And you can do the same thing sideways. So I can like scroll 2 ways, which is so nice, right? For many reasons, not just for like trading related. But for some reason on Windows, I don't know why, like the left-right scroll doesn't work in Trading View the first time. You have to like click off the window and click back, and then it starts working. It never happens on Mac though, so I don't know. I don't know if it's like a Windows thing or like something wrong with Trading View that they did not like code properly. No, yeah, but something is definitely wrong with this mouse in terms of like sometimes it just stops like okay, I'm holding the mouse down and drawing. Like if you notice, it'll like do this. It'll like just like gap randomly as if I let go and start again. I don't know why it started happening recently, so I don't know if like I like broke my mouse like while traveling or like the receiver is broken or what. I think it's a receiver, something to do with this computer, because it doesn't happen on my MacBook either. Or maybe it's because I'm sitting at a different angle and just not used to holding it and I'm pressing it weirdly. I don't know. Who knows? Okay, I think we covered like these upside levels, yeah, like the main ones. I guess I should have mentioned this, right? 684 is another interesting one, like this first single print. Like if you aggregate all the higher time frame liquidations, there's like another pretty big one up there. So like this red box, that, the blue line, or like the yellow line, and like this like imaginary bubble. And kind of the main interesting spots in terms of liquidity, at least. Also 74.6, which makes sense, right? Just a whole massive sweep with the previous month high, all these 4 highs up here. So it just happened, right? It just did it with this thing. Fuck. Thing about this mouse that sucks, like, and I don't know why they haven't changed it, because they released a newer version. Like I have like the MX3 and they released an MX4, but even with the newer one, they didn't change the polling rate. Like the polling rate on this mouse is so terrible. It's like it fucking makes me want to kill myself. Like I'm used to using a mouse that has like 1,000 hertz polling rate, and it's like so fucking smooth. Especially when you're using a high refresh rate monitor. But they didn't do it. I think because they want to have like as long of a battery life as possible. But I'm pretty sure we're in the era where battery technology can like account for higher hertz rates and still be super long. Here once in a while, it's a good idea to wipe the Windows OS, start from scratch. Yeah, I haven't done that in a while. I don't know if I'd want to do that. I don't say I care that much. Usually, because I get a new computer every few years, so I don't wipe my Windows. I just fucking get a new PC. What I'm saying? Just write it off as a business expense and move on with my life. Oh what? Are you using a display link adapter by any chance? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's like it's a HDMI cord for this thing. But my older monitor, because I have another monitor. I have like I used to be a mega gamer. I used to play video games professionally, so you know I was nerding out on all like the best hardware for playing games possible. So I had like the 300 plus hertz refresh rate monitor. I think for that one I had DisplayPort. No, but for this 57-inch screen, like the Samsung one, only the display port or the HDMI port #1 supports 120 hertz. Unless you want to be stuck on 60 hertz, you have to use that one, and it has to be HDMI. Unshielded HDMI cables can cause interference in Bluetooth mice. Possibly. I don't think it's that though. If I had to guess, it's from me traveling and the mouse banging around in my bag when I'm traveling. Cause I've been using this mouse on this setup since I started streaming, and there's never an issue. And I haven't touched this at all. Like this computer's been sitting here this whole time. The setup has been sitting here unchanged the whole time. The only thing that has moved is the mouse. But it could be. I don't know. Could be. Because it is a bit odd that it doesn't happen on the MacBook, right? Maybe I'll go play around with it later and see if I can make it happen on the Mac. Because I suspect it's one of two things. It's like either I'm sitting in a different position right now, so I'm using like a different part of the mouse, like the top as opposed to the bottom, or vice versa. Well, that's my main suspicion. I'm gonna guess this happens on my MacBook as well. It'd be very odd for it to be just the Windows. bum, bum. Marco's maybe compensating for the mouse errors. Yeah, maybe. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, this mouse is sick though. I will say I like this mouse. If this mouse had a higher holding rate, that should be like, I love it. I love it. Because it just looks so ugly too. Like you guys, I don't know. You guys probably can't tell. Like, let me just switch this thing. Let me get my Death Adder Pro. Like, I don't know if you, okay, like right now this is like another mouse. So I don't know if you guys can notice if it looks any different or not. I'm assuming it's not gonna look different to you guys. This is the old one. But then the new one, this one, it's like so buttery smooth. It's like there's no pixel skipping at all. Whereas like the Logitech one, it's like laggy. It's like delayed. It like skips pixels as you're moving. It's just like so inaccurate. Kind of annoying. But the battery lasts forever on this thing. That's the reason. I charge this thing like once every 2-3 months. And I use it every fucking day for hours. So yeah, definitely very efficient on the battery. Let's look at some of this options data. See what's Gucci over there. Better figure it out. If you just got it, you may qualify for warranty replacements. Oh, this thing's super old. I've had this thing since like before I even started trading. I had this from my job, my old job. Oh, I was salty. Like my old work bought me one, and then when I quit, I had to like give them it back. I was like, fuck. Then let me keep the damn mouse. Alpacas. Also, just get a mouse for each setup and stop moving mice to different PCs. No, but like if I'm ever traveling, it's just nice to have my mouse, right? It's not so much that like I need a mouse per setup. It's like I want to bring a mouse with me if I'm going somewhere and I just bring my laptop with me. Okay, let's get rid of this. I'll just take MX Master 3S. I'm not sure if it's a 3S. I don't know which Logitech. What's the difference between a 3 versus a 3S? Yeah, I have the 3S because mine has like the soft click version, so it's definitely the 3S. That is the one. Yeah, I'm very shocked they didn't upgrade the polling rate, because it's funny, if you ever look up this mouse on like Reddit or whatnot, like everyone's always like suggesting it as like guys, like you should really upgrade the polling rate. Like everyone bitches about it. What is my password for this? Fuck. There we go. How do I scroll sideways? There's two scroll wheels. There's like the traditional one that everyone's familiar with, and there's the one on the side. What is the polling rate? On this thing, it's like 100, I think. Maybe not even. And I think if you have like it connected via Bluetooth, it's like less than 100, and if you have the dongle, it's like 125 maybe. Yeah. So if you're using the receiver, it's 125, and if you're using Bluetooth, it's 90. The very first, I type in MX Master polling rate, and the very first result is people just bitching about it on Reddit. My Magic Mouse is 100, it works fine. No, I mean it works, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's like, it's not like it's unusable. But like if you go from like a good quality mouse to this thing, like I never in my life would I fucking want to play an FPS using this. It's like it's just so slow, so like laggy, and the pixel skipping is like just annoying. But it's not a gaming mouse though, so that's just I'm just used to using like gaming mouse in general. Oh yeah. SPX. Actually, I'll put this over here. Dun, 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 dun. $7,500, 76. I see the second scroll wheel. Yeah, it's pretty well designed too. It's like it fits like pretty naturally well with like your thumb. But yeah, it's like right by the thumb. How's the Teflon industry? Used to pick up Teflon. Teflon Dawn. $755.
Signal drop, whole squad react. We don't talk loud, now we talking the math. Every point precise like we cut with a draft. Profits in the trunk, couple racks in the stash. Bear try step, he gon' leave in the past. Trading with the gang, we don't miss no play. Slow roll, win, stack racks all day. Move so clean, they just watch, can't say. West Coast cool, why the charts still sway. Trading with the gang, we don't miss no play. Levels hit perfect, watch the candles obey. Marco's in the cut, real calm, no spray. We just count up while the rest gon' pray. Hands on the wheel, mind locked on the zone. Market in my pocket, whole trend I own. Each pullback, yeah, that's a step to the throne. Entry so cold it could chill your phone. Never rush moves, got the patience built in. One green flash and a profit locked in. Squad all sharp, yeah, the circle all win. Math on the board, that's the code we in. We don't miss no play. Nah, slow roll, win, stack racks all day. Yeah, move so clean, they just watch, can't say. West Coast cool, while the charts still sway. Trading with the gang, we don't miss no play. Never levels hit perfect, watch the candles obey. Yeah, Marco's in the cut, real calm, no spray. Yeah, we just count up while the rest gon' pray. Yeah, Marco's trades, cool moves, cold math. Gang eat together, always.
Interesting. It would be smarter for Logitech to have toggle somewhere so they can use the same wheel for both axis scrolling. I don't know about that. I don't know about that because there are times when you want to use both at the same time. But if you're like making it fixed to one button, you can no longer do that. I gotta find this photo, damn. Damn, I gotta find this photo. That is so fucking freaky. I just like opened my iPhone gallery and I wanted to find a picture, like a view I had before from like an old office. So I typed in view and it like found the photo instantly. Interesting. Interesting.
We move risky, math in the clip, lifestyle 50-50. Yeah. Charts look calm, but the waves still deadly. High stake plays, every entry feel edgy. Cold eyes stare when the numbers turn heavy. Ice on my neck, but the trigger finger ready. Fade the herd, I don't follow no sheep. Yacht life days, but the grind don't sleep. High leverage shots, they gon' feel that heat.
People need to leave me alone. Leave me alone. Worry. Coming over for a party tonight. Popping pretty nice right now. See, a couple girls. That's my question. Do you ever use both at the same time since you're recounting an instance of doing that? It looks like they made the right choice. Yeah, definitely do that sometimes. Definitely. I mean, more so back when I was like working a job. Because like there would be times where you have like you would like query a database to like find like a certain subset of data, but then like there's multiple matches. But then it basically gives you like a spreadsheet essentially. And then you're kind of like panning through the spreadsheet really quickly, trying to find like the exact entry you're looking for. So it made it like pretty convenient for that. And then next week, how are we looking next week? 7-5. Interesting. I mean, from the current options shit we're seeing now, like it looks like they're pricing on like a move like this going into next. See, it just happened again. This fucking mouse, man. Seems like they're pricing in something like this into next week, with like the pump coming like post FOMC Thursday, Friday. What did that look like? Interesting. Keep that in mind. Also, we need to be mindful of this thing breaking back up into this like range, right? Could be a little bearish for equities. Keep our eyes locked onto that. Damn. I might have missed these trades. Damn. Damn. Okay, well, yeah. I mean, we definitely missed the ideal entry. If this thing is gonna like start to go from here, we definitely missed the ideal entry, but maybe we'll weasel in on some kind of retrace later. If it is gonna end up being like some kind of temporary medium time frame low. It feels kind of bad, but whatever. Dude, just order a replacement mouse. You got the money. Yeah, probably will. I still don't know. It started happening literally yesterday, right? I didn't know until it's not been some like a long running problem. Actually, that's not true, right? I think it happened like one of the streams before I left. Now I think about it. But I guess it's still in my mind because it didn't happen with while I was back home. Yeah, quite likely. Like I'm gonna like try a different USB port for the receiver and maybe try the Bluetooth to see if it makes a difference. But if both of them don't resolve it, then I'll just get a new one. How many momentum oscillators do I need? Like, well, they're all like a little different, right? Like one's like an oscillator like of the RSI, so it's like gives like earlier signals. One's like a volume based oscillator, so like, you know, volumes confirming the divergence, etc, etc. Like they're not all exact same, right? Like they're different calculations and different inputs. And also like some of them will like front run the signals on different time frames. But that's not that much, right? Like, in a day it's like 4, and I've been like testing like the rate of change. A lot of people use this like legendary traders, right? But like I haven't like taken trades like based off the rate of change one. Either way, if you include that with like the CVD, it's like what, 6 essentially, and CVD is like not even an oscillator per se. Like it kind of functions in a similar manner in terms of spotting like absorption and exhaustion. But they all count for something, right? You know, if I have 2 divergences forming out of like 4, for example, maybe I'll lean 59.8% direction or percent probability of going in the direction. Or if it's like all 4, maybe I'll be like 62%. Obviously these are like arbitrary numbers I'm naming, but you get the idea. Like, they all impact the probability in like some capacity. Yeah, shout out to the math though. Shout out to the math. Rate of change is basically ATR. Is it? Not really, right? Not really. Like the ATR just gives like the set upper lower bound, whatever like the price changes. Whereas like the rate is like that, how quickly it's changing. Thing is, I don't really use ATR though. Like I use it sometimes for like if I'm trying to take a trade with like a limit and like I'm not using like a stop that's super far away. Like I don't know, what would be an example? Like let's say I was planning to get onto this sweep right here. I'm like I don't want to have my stop like this fucking far. It's just a massive stop loss. Then yeah, I'll use like the ATR to like set my stop, or maybe like an ATR was like some multiple. But I don't do that too often though. Not too often. And I use it for this thing. This indicator. Bum, 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 bum. Put an ATR next to it. ATR. ROC. No, don't look particularly similar to me, but like obviously like there's if the ATR is high, how do I explain this? Like ATR is like measuring volatility, right? Essentially what it's doing. So like obviously if the volatility is high, then you're gonna have like spikes in the rate of change. It's like you get the volatility has to be coming from something, right? And like the rate of change is like measuring the momentum of the actual price action. But like they're not like one-to-one just mapping the exact same thing. Like one is volatility and one's momentum. But yeah, I haven't been using like the rate of change. Like I added this to my charts like when. I think it was like late summer maybe, or like in the fall. Delete this. Delete this. I guess we should have checked the SPY too. Out of curiosity.
7-5 hit, I'm way too chill. Pull back, moving like you know my play. I'm just chilling, watch the tape replay. They rush by as I wait for the K. Get that field, then chart, obey. 6-6 fib, got ops and fear. Price
Damn, I'm hungry. Damn, I never ate anything.
don't flinch.
Damn.
Big field hit.
Today was a long ass day.
Tad bitch with me rolling up again. I'm just laughing, looking at the 7-2 bin. Wick come kissing that deep retrace. I just flipped that back to base.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hit that fib, now I'm in advance. Entry sweet like a late night text.
Okay.
Touch deep, now the chart say bless. Golden bounce.
Shout out to the oscillator. Shout out to the math.
Like I'm holding a drum. 7-8-6, now
I'm gonna get something to snack on because I'm actually getting fucking hungry. I didn't have like anything after dinner, so might as well get like a protein bar or something.
point like I'm throwing stone. Golden pocket, luxury trap. They want vibes, I want math.
Yeah, Marcos, you short of that? Ha! Bottom end, baby. Now we dancing. Oops. Short the floor, you crazy. Price went moon, now you shaky. I bought low, now it pay me. You went short, now you hate me. Mad short, why you do that? Now you crying in your group chat. Not so tight, I don't do cap. Caught that wig, now I flew past. They said bearish, I said bet. Tap that fib, then place the nets. While they panic, I just flex. Profit hit, now cut the check. You fight trend, I just dance. Hit one trade, now I'm in France. Shorted lows, that's no chance. Now your funds wearing sweatpants, bro. Short the floor, you crazy. Price went moon, now you shaky. I bought low, now it pay me. You went short, now you hate me. You a floor, why you do that? Now you crying in your group chat. Not so tight, I don't do cap. Caught that wig, now I flew past. Bottom call, I ring that bell. Up short low, straight into hell. With that dip, that's where I dwell. I stack games while they just yell. Short the floor.
You know, the other thing I was gonna say too about the whole ATR rate of change thing. Like there's directionality to rate of change, right? Like the ATR can be spiking like regardless of what direction price is moving. Whereas like if the rate of change is like climbing to the upside, you know, the price is like it's related to like an increase in price. And like the end of divergence is associated with it. These things taste terrible. What the fuck is this? Oh damn.
Silent out of screen glow. Midnight charge for the world slow. Profit here, watch the pace grow. Made it up the map, not the bankroll. Stress bill, I ain't fold. Used to pray for a line to hold.
Happy time for a juice box, right? Little motherfucking juice box. I'm so tired. I had to help somebody move. It was just I went to the gym, then it was a massive yap fest during this move after. And I was yapping on the phone afterwards as well. How we got on the stream so late. Dun, 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 dun. The thing is, like, the moving thing wasn't even expected. Like, they really popped this on me today, like fucking last minute in the morning. Taking advantage of me, god damn. Bum, bum, bum. Let's look at some of this low time frame stuff. Give me the same story as yesterday, right? Like yesterday we talked about how you're late for the long, and now you're even more late. So a lot of liquidity building below, though. God damn, damn. Lower this a bit. And kind of take another glance at the order book. Still there, damn. Damn. I mean, this spot's looking pretty juicy, right? The zone's looking pretty juicy. Like, this whole move up, the open interest is like really ramped up, right? And then this like one candle, like for anyone that was watching like the data stream, like this closed all the longs right there on Binance, but there's still a bunch of longs open on the other exchanges. Dun. 655. How's this stuff looking? Let's go kind of nerd out real quick for a second. I'm curious now. I haven't checked this stuff all night.
Top down, charts up, Marcos. Trading in the Lambo, charts on the dash, watch it go. Money moves in turbo mode, speeding through these fibs. I know lights flash from the prophecy.
Fuck.
Midnight cruise with the candle lit. Wheels spin like the entries do, making bands with the cleanest view. Marcos. Marcos.
Let us see time map then go. Cuban links when the fibs unfold. Auto 10 with the zone on glow. Woke up, tapped in, let the market roll. Left lane with the TP sets. Wind blowing like a spreads, I bet. Rear view full of missed regrets, but I'm chilling now. No stress, no sweat.
Nights so young, we chart and glide. Pinks and greens up on that drive. No back test, I'll pass that vibe. But this one, ooh, is prime to ride. Trading in the Lambo, shots on the dash, watch it go. Money moves in turbo mode, speeding through these fibs. I know that lights flash from the prophecy. Flash, midnight
Juice, got that juice potential. And my typing is getting like worse and worse as time passes. It's crazy. I need to just like nerd out for like a goddamn month just typing nonstop again. Getting rusty. Let me just look at this real quick on here. You can practice typing by writing my patient notes for me. You still do that by hand? I feel like all the doctors I know here are like using like AI for that now.
That's 618 hitting nice. Marco's in the booth with the blueprint. You already know what time it is. Do the math, run it back. Price hit fibs, now I'm on the tag. Let's take that shot, take no cap. That 702 hit clean, no lag. Clean, do the math, make it clap. Profit.
And they love it too. That's the thing. Like all of them say the same thing. They're like, I'm so much more productive. It's like that was like the biggest time dump apparently. It's like having to like keep the charts updated. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I was joking. Oh.
Perfect feel, yeah, that's how it goes. Don't chase green, I just align. It's all math, baby, every time. Do the math, run it back, hit my zone and it fades to black. Never hope, just map that path. Fibonacci lines got me feeling that cash.
I haven't been working in the hospital lately. I've been studying for my boards. Sounds like a great time. Not really. Not really. I mean, you must be excited to be finishing that stuff, though. Exciting times ahead.
Yeah. Stay off the train. I'm off the map. Can't hear you from the tarmac. Goofy. Marcos. Marcos. Woke up in the villa with the windows blue.
I'm just trying to get an idea of like where everyone's positioned exactly.
Never slid 5 pips. Didn't even check the chart. It's all instinct. She said, "You good?" I said, "Barely." Off the map, drifting, slow in the McLaren.
Because right now it's looking like we're gonna finish squeezing through.
It's even showing resistance levels. You panic when the price go parabolic.
Like there's a lot of people shorting like in this range.
She ride like
Like obviously like the longs one, right?
hedge early.
And like these shorts that like ever since we broke these highs, like they haven't closed out yet. The shorts.
Wrist too clear.
So like unless they get saved, which maybe, right? It's not really the same story as yesterday, right? Do we end up like failing up here and dropping lower?
That zone, then I bought that car.
Or not, right? Yeah, yesterday was the same story when we got off. We were kind of waiting to see if we failed at that level. Same, literally the same story again today. But this time there's a lot of shorts that are trapped from the zone. So it'd be a little bit weak. Like the most I would tolerate is like tapping this level and going. Not, they start to look pretty suspicious. Maybe the negative point of control. Maybe. Like how is this looking? Yeah, like this value area high. Like, you kind of want to be holding that, right? And realistically, like you don't even want to be losing this.
Wrist too clear. Draw down fake. Profit too real. They want that
But there is some juicy liquidity forming there.
lost in charts. I bought that zone, then I
Yeah, man, I really wish I can find the good spot in this field. I've been studying too long.
hit hard like a
I think it'll be fine, right? I mean, I can't say definitively, but I know that here there's like a shortage of doctors. So I don't think it'd be too hard to find the job if it's anything like it is here. Unless you're planning to do something different, that's not being a doctor or like a general practitioner. In which case, no comment. I don't know. Not particularly informed.
There's always another one. Math gon' line me up. No need to chase that run. I let the chart show love. There's always another one. Price pull back, I slide. Y'all FOMO just for fun. I catch it when it's right. Let's ride. They buy green, I sip tea. I don't chase, I let it be. Play that zone like poetry. I'm in sync, no urgency. Betty's dancing, mama beat. Trade his smooth, then we eat. TP flashing like a strobe. Hit that exit, then reload.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're caught up. Don't need to look at this no more. I mean, first and foremost, through everything that we talked about previously, right? All previous higher time frame plans from last stream plus Discord. And none of that has obviously changed.
There's always another
Yeah, and these would be like I don't know. Okay, okay. Here's the thing. There's like a big cluster glowing here. Like realistically, like this is gonna be the more probable spot. So like if you're gonna try and like take it with like limits, like the lower one's gonna be the better bet. And if you're gonna try and get in on the reversal from tapping this, your best bet's probably gonna be to like let it come down, like tap this shit and then like reclaim this value area low, reclaim this, and like reclaim VWAP. And then you can like kind of same story as yesterday that we talked about, right? Just like kind of get in on the reclaim and like smash your entry with your stop. And target the high. Like something like that. Not bad juice for a little bit of a scalp. But again, a little risky, right? A little risky. And then this one would be like just kind of like the typical like fib thing, right? Just like kind of just be monitoring this like fib zone. Something like this. Ding. But obviously be looking at the data, right? Be looking at the data. Because if there's like no divergences printing, CVD's like falling off, and like all these orders in the order book get ran through, because that's the other thing we need to remember, right? There's like a shit ton of SPY walls in the order book down here right now. From the low all the way to 65 on the dot. Like this whole zone, there's like 4,000 Bitcoin worth of buys in here. So if this like gets plowed through, pretty sus. Pretty sus. Pretty sus. Bum, 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 bum. And not only that, but like the spot order book is like kind of just thins out until 6,200 at that point. It's like way down here. Just be watching the order flow, be mindful of the order flow coming to those zones. We'll kind of just say like tapping the cluster at the previous week high or previous week high and reclaiming Valeria lows plus VWAP. If not, just like the poor low sweep. This one slash I think a point of control. This whole zone. Probably gonna be your best bets. Probably. Like again, same story as yesterday. Quite late to the move. At this point, you're trying to like really weasel your way in. So the highest probability, lowest risk entries are gone at this point. And for the shorts, let me take a bite of this first. I mean, same as number one, right? First of all. Like we talked about all this stuff, and we earlier today, like whenever I drew this red box, like just go back on the stream and find when I added this second red box and this label to this one. We talked about all the levels up here. We talked about this level, up to 68.4, talked about this level, and this one, plus this one. Those are the main ones we're eyeing. So kind of just go back, listen to that. All the additional context was already covered, so I'm not going to repeat myself. And we talked about on Discord as well, right? Like these things have been here literally for like months at this point. So like we updated the liquidity a bit, like our visual understanding of where the liquidity is exactly, but in general, there's nothing else has changed. Making sure we're a bit more precise. I was thinking of the downside, like how I would want to take a short if we start heading lower. Because it's risky, right? It's pretty risky. Like, yes, like there's a world where we start to like fail up here, right? Like breaking down. But like the world where we like bounce here or here, like these longs that we were talking about, like is possible. So like if you're trying to like get onto these bearish retests, you might just get ran through. If we're taking like any kind of bearish retest of this zone. So like realistically, like best bet is to just be patient and wait for the higher levels. And if we really start to like melt down, probably be retesting like the value area high that we had drawn, right? Kind of bearish retest of this thing. Like something like that. So I don't know if I'd be too keen on taking any kind of bearish retest like up into like this zone anywhere from up here. Hard to say too, right? Until we like see how price action develops, it's a bit hard to kind of give a better read for this. Because like suppose that we do start coming down and like start nuking and these things are coming down with us. And given the stuff we were talking about earlier with the options data, how like we are leaning more towards a move like this right now. Then you have some like additional confluence to be taking this kind of failed auction setup up here. But it's suspicious, because like we need to keep in mind that like one, Bitcoin has been showing relative strength compared to this stuff. So like this can just keep on going up while this thing rolls over. And there's like a huge magnet up here, right? This is like a huge liquidation up here. Bum, 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 bum. So I guess we'll probably just say like bearish or retest of the value area we just drew. The value area high like this whole volume cluster. I will say this, like, I don't know, it's kind of sus, right? To be taking the... Okay, I'll say this. If you're going to entertain this trade, this kind of short setup, one, ideally, there's like a bit of a gap play going on tomorrow when RTH resumes. To kind of give you like a bit of edge, additional edge, seeing how the gap reacts. And two, like don't, like, if you put like 1% of your account per trade risk normally, like do not do that here, like use less, right? This is not the kind of trade you want to be like going size with. They're just too risky, Realistically, the best advice is just don't take these, right? If it rolls over here before reaching this level, then so be it. Like the zone off ran off without you, it's okay, right? There'll be another short setup eventually. It's much better, higher quality. On top of like a million other things to be trading. Dun, 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 dun. But yeah. We'll kind of just say that. Be mindful of the bearish retest of this zone. We'll group them all together. Like PD value area low slash like the VWAP slash previous week value area high. Yeah. I think that should do it, right? I think that should do it. Don't. The other thing about this too is like, let's just suppose that we do start to like roll over here for real, and you miss it. At some point, there's gonna be like a retrace, right? It's not just gonna go like straight down forever. This fucking mouse. Like at some point, most likely after doing this bounce, there's gonna be some kind of retrace back into this volume. And then you can like take that one. Yeah. Anyways, that's enough of that, right? This should have everything covered for now. Delete that. Let's delete that. Also, let's kind of update this box down here just to make sure it's up to date. Six. Yeah. So this box is still fine, but there's like another like cluster glowing here, right? 6, 1. Down. Okay. Like the biggest concentration and like the most is like right here, but there's like a pretty decent sized cluster here. Kind of just keep that in mind. Okay. I think it's time for bed. Other than that, I think it's time for bed. I'm so tired. I think tomorrow should be a pretty chill day in terms of like kind of being here early and just being able to yap for a while. So I've been trying to have like a pretty consistent sleep schedule. But previously when we were streaming, sometimes we'd be here until like 1, 2 in the morning. But the whole time I've been in Toronto, I've been pretty mindful of sleeping relatively early and getting up very early. I'm trying to kind of maintain that. But I'm just thinking, is there anything that we're missing here? Not really. I think we covered a lot today, right? I didn't kind of talk about earnings or anything like that, but it's like not really relevant for most of the shit we do on stream, so who cares? Yeah. Let's kind of do a chat shout out and bounce out of this bitch. Scroll my ass up. Scroll. Shout out to Mr. Vex. Haven't seen that guy in a while. Shout out to Mr. Vex. Nice to see you again, and my friend. Who else we got in here? Mr. Big Teflon. A new but irregular face. So shout out to Big Teflon. And shout out to Dev. Our boy motherfucking Dev. Okay. I think that was it, right? I think that was it. Unless I'm delusional. Yeah. Good night, bro. Yeah, good night to you too. I'm tired, honestly. I feel like my train of thought is so just like convoluted right now. I can't keep a consistent train of thoughts. But yeah, shout out to you guys. I'll kind of be back tomorrow again as per usual. Yeah. But I'm out here. I'm tired. I can't even think, like, honestly. I'm just like rambling at this point. Calling it a night. Later. Stay safe out there. Don't get got. Later, 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 later.